Hey, nobody likes me.
Expelled? Again?
Yeah.
No one has ever done that.
Need to get a fucking clip of. Need to get a fucking another clip of the Harry Potter movie. Just any time we're doing a mission for the Imperial Legion, we better be careful, or we'll end up killed, or worse, expelled.
Right, did we clear out this place, or...?
No, we were using this as a rest stop because we spotted the door while we were on our way to our trial for the Neravarine.
I see. Ah, we came in that way and we unlocked this way. But then... Oh no, we previously cleared it. Then we went...
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
Oh, my shields are on backs again for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's
okay,
good. That was an easy fix.
I have no idea how that works. Okay.
Turn it off and on again.
I guess, yeah.
Well, let us proceed. Have you got the instruction? You lead the way, because I know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to
so an Ashlander says, the eye of the needle in the riddle may be a tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. The entrance to the valley is marked by errant's teeth, 2 tall rock spires. So that'll be those ones back there. So we have to be heading down this canyon and looking for another rock column. I think. Yeah, must be. Are these good or bad dogs?
There's only one way to find out.
It's true.
I like that with a controller I can modulate my speed to walk at exactly the same pace as you.
Mm. Oh, good dogs. Okay.
Not so good.
Oh! There's always one, isn't there?
Let me see if I have calm creature. I have calm creature. Calm. I failed. I failed again.
I think I calm humanoids and you calm creatures. I can't do anything about that.
Can you give me some mana and I will try again?
I don't think you just genuinely couldn't give less of a shit about it biting you.
He's trying his best. Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Calm the Kaguti.
That's such an inefficient way of dealing with that.
Swiggity swooty, keep the Kaguti from my booty.
Mm.
And just like that, I've removed 10 people from watching the video.
Yeah, well.
Weak. If you can't handle these bad puns.
If they can't handle bad puns, why am I even here? You know, like, just do a solo playthrough.
Oh, you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, have you?
Why are we still here? To suffer. I've watched Angus playing a lot of it. In fairness.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I like to think
it's
because. No, just at his house. He played like back towards the end of school, I think.
Oh shit! Yeah, it came out ages ago, didn't it?
Yeah. Don't look up. Don't look up when the games we still play all came out, because it will make you sad. It made me sad.
I only played it in like 2016, I guess. Yeah, actually, that was ages ago.
I think you probably got it when it was like on an anniversary or something. Was probably when it got promoted again, and you got it.
I think a friend of mine had a spare copy for some reason. He just gave it to me. I was like, oh, okay. And I realized, wow, I should have played this a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because I remember Harry telling me when we were back in school, oh, you'd love this game. You should definitely play it. Actually, no, in early uni, he said that when we were playing PUBG, I think.
What I'm saying the reason I'm here is because I don't think you're Neravar, and I don't think I'm Neravar. I think it's the Fairly Odd Parents thing. I think we're two halves of a whole idiot. Like between us, we're Neravar. Neravar was a wise leader and a mighty warrior, and that's you. But he was also a racist who would definitely only want to be a dark elf, and that's me. So
well, I'm
between the two of us,
and you are Dunmer.
Yes, exactly.
And
the two halves.
We are Dummerist.
Dunmist. Yeah. We're Dunmist, maybe? We are the Dunmist. Neravar is surely the Dunmist. Ah, well. Hello. Yeah, this place is a little off the beaten track. Oh, and there's a zero star. And the moon. There we are.
Are you ready?
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
Huh. I guess we came at just the right time. Because,
yeah, as I saw the door, I was like, oh, wait, weren't we going to have to, like, wait or something?
I was going to say. What time even is it? 6 a.m. Wow, we got incredibly fucking lucky.
Chris,
because otherwise we would have had to wait 12, like, in-game hours.
Creepy dude. Alive or dead?
It's... Actually, as previously established in one of our earlier episodes, it is in fact a dude, because that's
gender
neutral.
All never...
It's a gender neutral dude.
Are these all previous Neravars?
You're onto something, my dude. You're onto something. You figured it out.
They're all, yeah, I mean, we're in the Cave of the Incarnate, and they're all dark elves. Oh, yes. I don't want to be a creepy statue. Oh. Well, here's the moon and star. Okay.
Are you ready?
If I explode or turn into an ash zombie, put on my tombstone. It wasn't that great anyway.
Neravar reborn, incarnate.
Oh shit!
Your first 3 trials are finished.
My first 3 trials are finished.
2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Neravarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Neravarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
Oh shit, did you see that?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like we at least share hallucinations, so I don't have to have the doubt of believing you or not.
We're on the same. We're on the same shit. Don't
We're
worry.
on the same wavelength. Yes.
Okay. Well, at least that's a lot more explicit instruction for trials. Oh my god, they're standing. Oh my god, I just had a heart attack. Oh yeah, it's me. It previous me, and they've all got stupid names. Dunmer Thicc is easily the best of these names. What the hell?
At least this is literally you.
Okay. I've got to go in a loop. I want to hear their stories. Tell me your story. I died 400 years ago, in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker, not a doer, and though marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine. My bones won't complain. Oh shit. This is like magic item handout hour. What the hell? Kanoon Chodala. Tell me your story. I was an Ashkan. I led my people against the Akaviri while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kaguti. I quested deep into the strongholds of Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame, I craved glory but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours, my blessing. Okay, so this guy was too wimpy. This guy was too chatted. About you. Tell me your story. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes I helped us demoralize and then repel the Akaviri invaders. I knew nothing of the Neravarine or Dagoth until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool trying to loot ruined Kogarun. Well, Kogarun was kind of a cakewalk, so you can't have been great.
Oof.
Take these. Maybe there's something in the world left stealing. This is the thief one. She gave me some probes and lockpicks. Yes.
Which one was Kogarun again?
One of the dwarf ruins, I think.
Yes, but
yeah. I think it's the one where we tried to unlock the magical door and it find out that area hadn't been added yet.
No, I don't think it was that one because that's the whole place had been added. Kogarun must have been something else. I think I'll look it up on the map in a sec.
Oh no, it's it's the one next to Phallus Myron, like the one quite close to the Ursulaku camp. Oh no, I think Kogarun is one of the 6th house bases, maybe.
Oh yeah, it is. That's right.
Yeah.
It's the one near the Ursulaku camp. Or Urishalku? I always get them mixed up.
We should know this. We're the Neravarine.
Ursulaku. I was probably right the first time.
Nice story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against Imperial and Tribunal alike. In later years I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use for them. I'm gonna need your help carrying some of this stuff at this point. Damn, there's so many items I need to investigate here. The hell? Anatolia. I was a holy crusader of the temple in the golden era of the tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple and would now be called apocrypha. I follow the tribunal unquestioningly, to my regret, so followed. I never believed in the Neravarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. So we got, so far, we got like counselor, warrior, thief. We got failed adventurer, failed Ashkan, and Peak Star.
I'll speak to Peak Star. Welcome, incarnate moon and star reborn, Hortator Neravarine. We've already failed. Neravarine, mourner of the tribe unmourned, redeemer of the false gods. I am Peak Star. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall answer if wisdom guides me. Not the one. I have failed. I was not the one. Fuck that shit, because I ain't the one. Wisdom guides me. I will answer when I can, and with what I know. But the visions of Azura are often obscure for 2 reasons. 1, because she talks in fucking riddles nobody can bloody understand. 1, because the future cannot be known, and choices may always be made. 2, because the truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and to rely not only on impulse and force. The tribe unmourned. Pity Dagoth and the 6th house. All they do, all they are, is foul and evil, but they began in brightness and honour, and the cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Neravar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard the profane tools beneath the Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. How did your bidding? He did your bidding when he tried to keep these tools from the tribunal, and so he hates you, who betrayed him and the tribunal, who mocked his honour, attacked him, and stole the profane tools for their own use. What are the profane tools? Kagranak, high priest of the Dwemer, forged enchanted artifacts to steal the power of the gods. Neravar fought the Dwemer to prevent this blasphemy, but Dagoth took these tools to make himself a god, and the tribunal took these tools to make themselves gods. Though the tribunal sought to do good with their power, they are tainted by the same corrupt desires that move Dagoth. Well, I should ask about
Wait.
her background, I suppose, so that we know a bit more about how come she knows so much more than the others.
Yeah. Was she
I
the
am
most
Peak
recent?
Star.
Was she the first?
I was called to the prophecies, but I was not the one. She doesn't actually say anything beyond that, it seems. She tells me her trade, an ancestor has no trade, but to guard and counsel the living kin. I feel like we might have already been told, or maybe I'm just recalling from a previous playthrough, that Peak Star is the most recent Neravarine. But
I'd assume so. She seems the most like put together and the most present here,
and the most
out
your
of all
type,
of them.
perhaps. Apart
Hey.
from the fact that she's a ghost.
What can I say?
I think your time has passed for this one, but false gods.
Is it incest? Is it incest if it's a spiritual previous reincarnation of yourself?
I mean, it's incorporeal, so I feel like
I can make it work. I can fix her.
Moving swiftly onwards, the Tribunal and Dagoth have the unnatural abilities and lifespans of gods, but they gained these things by actions that mock the gods and misuse divine power. They were ambitious and unwise, and the consequences of these ungodly acts threaten all that lives in Morrowind. Hortator.
I thought the Tribunal was just like a bunch of high up priests who enforced the the rules of the temple. Are you telling me they're actual like
No,
gods that have been?
The Tribunal is the three living gods of Vivec, Almalexia, and Sotha-Sil, hence Alm Civi.
Oh, right. Okay, so they are the gods of the temple, but
Yes.
they have, so like Dagoth, they have incarnate mortal forms,
Yes.
which well, they would have the abilities and lifespans of gods, wouldn't they? They are gods. Or they're false gods then.
False gods, indeed. So
So
Hortator,
were they contemporaries of the original of Dagoth and the original Neravarine,
that's correct.
and they made themselves into gods by using these enchanted items and forbidden magics, and then basically set up the temple
Precisely.
to worship them?
It was alluded to by the
shit.
information the dissident priests gave us, but Peak Star is essentially confirming it.
I didn't know if I should trust them or not. I mean,
Yeah, no, exactly.
Right,
Well, she's no longer mortal,
I mean,
so
this-
she
this-
has no stake in the matter as far as we're aware.
and it used to be us, dude. This was us.
That's another very good point. Wouldn't you want to help yourself?
I trust ghost me more than those priests or
True
the temple, or the ordinators.
So she tells us about Hortator. You must go before the councillors of the great houses and satisfy them, for only the councils of the great houses can name you Hortator. I do not know the settled people of the great houses and can offer you no counsel. Moon and Star. You bear the Moon and Star, the ring of Neravar, or at least you do. None may deny you are Neravar reborn, the prophesied incarnate. The temple will know you as an enemy, ordinators will mark you for death, and the tribunal faithful of the great houses will hate and fear you. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honor. You will be known. You must be prepared and be ready.
I mean, the ordinators hate us anyway. It's on site
Yes, this is true.
because you
We have a
put
reputation
the helmet
somewhere.
on. Yeah.
I ask her about Morrowind, and she tells me a darkness is on the land, and only you can bring the light. I ask her again about the Neravarine. You must go before the Ashkans of the Wastes people, the Ashlanders, that is, and satisfy them, for only the Ashkans of the 4 tribes can name you Neravarine. Speak first with Sul-Matul of the Urshilaku, and with the wise woman Nibani Mesa, for of all the Ashlanders they are the wisest in the lore of the incarnate, and you have already shown Sul-Matul proof of your worth.
I mean,
Last-
Azura said
lastly-
Nibini Mesa would be her sort of prophet and guide our way. So
Yeah. I can
Sounds
ask
good to
her
me.
again about her background. Perhaps she's willing to share a little more. No, she just repeats that she is Peak Star. She was called to the prophecies, but was not the one. Well,
I was just imagining a world where I put on the Moon and Star, and then you try and talk to the previous Neravarians, and they say, You're out of uniform. Come back to me when you're serious.
We can still do persuasion and admire on ghosts. She says, honor the ancestors with your heart, not with your tongue. Let me try again. If you succeed, she says you do right to honor the ancestors. Well, that's interesting.
I mean, it's not your ancestor. Actually, I guess it is your ancestor in a spiritual but not biological way.
In a very chim kind of way.
It's chim. We don't got to explain shit.
I feel it's called something else, but I'm not well versed enough. Chim is specifically, I think, realizing that you're in a dream, but there's additional layers to it. It's not
so
just I don't got to explain shit. It's chim. I can't explain shit.
Right. I am the wisest because I know that I know nothing.
Something like that. Well,
yeah.
Thank you, Peakstar. Thank you, Anateria and Erundan, the wise. And Idreni Nerothan, although mostly just for the lockpicks. Kunun Chadala.
Shout out to
Kunun
VOG.
Chadola, his unofficial name. And last but not least, Hortled, who was he the first? Did we go correctly in a sort of
I think so.
counterclockwise order? Well, in any case, we have spoken to all of them, and you are sitting in the palms of Azura. I suppose both literally and metaphorically.
Yeah, I'm the moon and star now, so I should be here.
What are the
That's how it works, right?
what are the stats on the moon and star?
Fortify, personality, and speechcraft, 15 points each.
Yeah, it probably makes more sense that you wear that, regardless of the fact that you are in fact a dark elf.
There are some armor they gave me. There's a big cuirass of medium armor.
Ooh.
With a spell to restore health and fatigue. And then there's these trousers, which you might like because they have the ability to cast levitate.
I'm certain there's a pun in there somewhere, but I'll have to think about it.
Also called the weathered pants. So.
Pardon me, Sir Laarj, but your trousers are ascending?
Oh boy. Oh, you might as well take this as well. I've got 2 rings that are giving me constant effects, both of which I quite like. So it's probably better for you to take Dagoth's Soul Ring, which we got a while back, but I've never worn because I prefer having my 2 magical buffing rings on.
I guess this will make it good going into combat with ash ghouls and things like that. Anything. It's also
like
cast spells.
It's also quite fun and symbolic. I've got Neravar's ring, and then you've got Dagoth's ring. By our powers combined, we are Captain Dunmer. I don't know, Captain Vvardenfell.
Peakstar, with all due respect, I'm going to put on your pants, if I can frickin' find them.
Yeah, put them on with all due respect. You are right to honour the ancestors. Hey, there we are. Now I've got boots that can cast levitate, and you've got trousers that can cast levitate, so we don't have to worry about splitting up in caves anymore. Damn, the Chad walk from levitate still gets me every time. Just so unnecessary.
Well, let us be off. So the cuirass is actually considerably worse than the Indoral cuirass, but number 1, honor the ancestors. Number 2, I'm kind of disappointed it didn't lock us in.
At least wait until you're outside and the ancestors can't see you before you change your cuirass.
The star is the key.
Did that play for you as well, or?
No, I just got the sound effect of a door opening and closing. What did you get?
Oh no, when I tried to go back in, it said the door is locked and will not open. The star is the key, or something like that.
I guess now that the moon and star is gone, no one else can get it.
Well, until
except
12 p.m.
we're also, yeah. Except we're also the moon and star, So the Moon and Star had to go fetch the Moon and Star to prove that he was the Moon and Star, but he could only get the Moon and Star by opening the door, which only opens to the Moon and Star, which he is, but he needs the Moon and Star inside the door to prove it. it's Jim. I don't got to explanation.
I'm gonna put my robe back on, and I'm also. Let's see. I guess we should go back to the Shilaku, which we can do by you.
Oh shit! Yeah, we got our.
You need to give me
things
a lot of
Mark.
mana.
Oh yeah.
In fact, you should give me mana until I successfully cast it, because you can actually.
Yeah, I've got the amulet of Mark.
Ah, yeah, even better. Oh, my odds are not good. First time.
Hey.
I'll tell you what my odds were. 14%. So that was fortunate.
My odds are 91% to cast this.
Okay, deflect.
So it does make sense. Right,
So I guess we should speak to Nimidi Mesa first, out of respect, and then to Sul-Matul as the leader of the tribe. Oh, right where we left them, some Daedric corpses.
we should probably clean up these bodies at some point.
We'll do that.
I've heard a lot about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
She has heard a lot about us.
Alright, Nimidi Mesa. She reminds us that she will be our guide on the 7 trials. Ah, speaking of the 7 trials. She says it once seemed a dream, now it seems real. You have passed the 3rd trial. Now you must pass the 4th and 5th trial, and they are much the same. Each Ashlander tribe, each great house on Vvardenfell, must choose you as war leader to unite the Dunmer against Dagoth-Ur's terrible menace. Each tribe must name you Neravarine, and each great house must name you Hortator. You have come for guidance, and I will give it to you. Let me just move here so that speaking to her
makes a bit more sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I'll ask her about Neravarine. So she says, in times of great danger, moving to commence a deep monologue in the other direction, the 4 Ashlander tribes, she's looking back to check that we're still listening to her, the 4 Ashlander tribes unite under a single war leader. If you can prove to the Urshilaku, Ahemusa, Zainab, and the Erebenimsum tribes that you are the Neravarine, and that the tribes must unite against the threat of the 6th house, then each Ashkan will declare you Neravarine and war leader of all the tribes, he said, struggling to pronounce things consistently in that sentence. You must go to all the tribal Ashkans, but go first to Sul-Matul, who is your friend, and who will surely grant you the honour. Perhaps you can speak to her about being Hortator.
Yeah. When a greater enemy threatens, the great houses put aside their quarrels and choose a Hortator, a single war leader to lead all the houses. Only a great house council can name a Hortator, and all councils must agree. Speak with the Redoran councillors, Hlaalu councillors, and Telvanni councillors. Oh, Hlaalu might be a bit of a problem. Didn't we try and steal something from them recently?
Yeah, I think.
But we paid money for crimes. Prove to them that Dagoth threatens. When you are named Redoran Hortator, Hlaalu Hortator, and Telvanni Hortator, only then will you be the Hortator named in prophecy. The word Hortator is losing all meaning. I said this word too many times. Hortator, Hortator, Hortator.
I wonder if Dagoth knows about agile and sustainability.
Globalization.
He's telling the Imperials they can sustain these.
These colonial systems of government.
Are these,
right.
Is she willing to give us the Propylon index to Valenverion? Will she kick us out? I'm taking it. Got places to
She's looking the other way. Now, in theory, Azura gave us the moon and star and said,
May you
this
find
means
all
people
that you
can't
seek,
dispute
traveller.
that we're the Neravarine, which means I hope the war leader thing with the Ashkan should be easy, right?
Well,
Don't we just have to kind of...
our friend, so...
But don't we just kind of have to rock up and be like, yeah, done prophecies, got the moon and star.
How would they...
can
Yeah,
spare
also,
a
how do
few
they know it's not
moments
just a
if
fake
you
moon and star
care
ring,
to
having
talk.
presumably never seen it?
Someone's got like a really sketchy, like low-res picture from the last time there was a Neravarine. That they'll compare. Right. You have passed the 3rd trial. Before you lies the 4th trial and the 5th. I've spoken with Nabini When? I've spoken with Nabini Mesa, and I know these trials. You wish to be called Ursulaku Neravarine. But first, would you hear the counsel of Sulmatul? Help me, counsel me up. Good. First, I would give you warning. When you are called Neravarine, word must spread, and many must hear. Your enemies will hear, and come seeking your blood, and such friends as you may have among the great houses, those who heed the words of the temple, they may forget their love for you. If you have business with the people of the houses and temple, you may wish to conduct that business first, before you are named Neravarine. Okay, so she'll probably become Hortator before we get hailed as the Neravarine. It's a little bit annoying. Second, I tell you, seek the counsel of wise woman Nibani Mesa. Way ahead of you. We like her more than you. For you're an outlander and ignorant of the ways of our people. I paid you 200 coins, dude. I thought that was the way of your people. Okay, whatever. Nibani Mesa can tell you of the other tribes, of their ways, and of their ashkars. If you do not know these things, you will make many mistakes and waste precious time. That is my counsel. Now, if you wish to be named Ursulaku Neravarine, we may speak of these things. Okay, Neravarine huddle over here by the door. Sorry, Zombatul. Does that mean we want to go away and be hailed Hortator first, before these guys officially start preaching that we're new Dark Elf Jesus and everyone starts hating us?
Well, I was gonna say we could just be named Neravarine by the Ursulaku while we're here, but having said that, that might already start too many rumours in and of itself, and there's no significance to doing that until we're named by all 4.
There's no significance.
Tribes. Also, we can teleport back here any time.
There's no point doing it until we're doing it all 4, and maybe doing just one will make the other part of our job much harder. So,
precisely what I was trying to say, but less cluttered and convoluted. Yes.
That's why I'm Dunmer and you're the other one. Right. Okay. We will get back to you. Actually, that's good knowledge, Sulmatul. Well counselled. Nice counselling.
That being
High
said,
five.
I will ask him about the other tribes. He tells us that the Ahemusa, the meek Ahemusa of the Grazelands, are weak in arms and in a terrible way, driven from their best grazing grounds and beset by monsters in the Ahemusa camp in the distant northeast. The wise woman of the Ahemusa, Sinamu Mirpal, is also their Ashkan. If you can help them with strength of arms, they should welcome you with open arms. Well, I like the sound of that, since we have dunking in abundance.
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
I forget the name of the Zainab. Tell us about the Zainab. The wily Zainab of the Grazelands are proud, arrogant, and greedy, and none more than their Ashkan Kaushad.
He didn't want any trade goods. We had to ask the women before he'd accept any trade goods.
That was his pride, of course.
Oh, he also he did want news. He's thirsty for news.
He says, but they are likeable rogues, strong and self-assured. Show them you are strong and proud, satisfy their greed and pride. The Ashlanders of Zainab are clever and cunning, and you too must be clever and cunning to outwit them. And last but not least, I will ask them about the Erabenimsum.
Yeah, those are the only ones we haven't seen yet, I don't think.
So he says, the war-loving Erebemnim some of Molag Amor are bad people, badly led. The Ashlanders of Erebemnin some camp are greedy and cruel, and have no respect for Ashlander custom. Ashkan Ulath Pal is ruthless and arrogant, and he surrounds himself with Gulakans like himself. Blood will be spilled, let it not be yours. There is one Gulakan of their tribe, Han Amu, who might be shaped as a new Ashkan. He is a weak reed, but his wise woman, Manirai, is strong and resourceful. Seek her counsel.
Oh wait, I think we did meet these guys, didn't we? These were the guys who were trying to kidnap a dude and hold him for ransom.
Were they
all from that? They were, I think,
or were they just?
I thought they were. Maybe not.
They might have been clanless Ashlanders. Because Molag Amor is to the southeast, and I think we met that guy you were talking about to the west, near...
Yeah, no, that was well over to the west. That was between Aldrun and Balisra, yeah. Which is what we were trying to find that cave with the very famous...
was it Balisra
merchant.
or Gnarmok, maybe?
Oh,
No.
yes, yeah, no, you're right, but it was between Narmok and... yeah.
Oh, no, you're right. It's, Bal Isra and Margan. Sorry, Narmok is, I think it's on the coast somewhere, actually.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's those two there, Margan and Balisra.
Narmok is near Kartag Point. Ah, very famous. Glorious.
Very
Kartag
famous.
Point.
Of course, you'd want to bring up Kartag Point.
Hey, racial stereotyping. No, you're right. We were looking for him between, in fact, Bal Isra and Margan.
Yeah.
I just saw the letters G and M and was like, yes, Narmok. Very famous. Let's dispose of those corpses.
They're also quite approaching Welshness in how they just name everything almost exactly the same.
Oh, I totally opened the console instinctively, but actually I'm just going to click dispose of corpse. Oh, I can't take his bound longbow.
Or his bound battle axe. Both of those would probably be quite good for you.
Ah, I always forget about Bazinga. So I guess we should try with the Redoran first? So we can...
Yeah, I mean, they like us the most already. After that, it might be a case of having to go and do a little bit of bowing and scraping to Hlalu.
And the Telvanni will be the toughest.
Will they? I thought we'd helped out the Telvanni a couple of times with the banishing of the ghost and that kind of thing.
No, we were helping out the Mages Guild there, who were antagonizing the Telvanni. I guess, we kind of helped.
Oh, yes, okay. So the ghost was antagonizing the Telvanni.
That was slightly better than neutral, because we were the ones to get rid of the ghost.
So we did get rid of the ghost, but we also definitely lied to them about where it came from, and then we gave them the meme papers saying, basically, haha.
Oh, yeah, but I think he knew where the meme papers came from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she was that subtle about it.
Yeah?
Right, okay.
Right,
Yeah, that
head
could
over
be...
to Nissus.
what's that? Is that Almsivi or...
Oh, yeah, it's actually divine to get to Nissus. Almsivi takes you to Margan, which is also fine, though.
No, it's fine. I've got the amulet. I've got the amulet. I've got the spell Almsivi intervention, and then the amulet for divine.
So. Oh, you may as well cast the spell.
I already
My time is precious, so
divined,
make it
and I'm
quick.
at Genesis.
I've been stopped by a sleeper, one among thousands. She tells me her time is precious, so make it quick, after stopping me to bring a message of the 6th house.
So just getting a sword out.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry, I'll make it quick.
Her name is Assy Serimilk, although I'm going to call her Arsey Salty.
Just call her arse milk. Just arse milk will do.
I have absolutely no time for you. No matter how quick.
So I'm at Genesis. Is this where I'm supposed to be?
It doesn't matter. You just get the Silt Strider to Aldrun.
Yeah. I forgot. Bug taxi. I've got to get rid of some of this stuff. I've got so many magic items, dude. Oh, Kanoon Chundola's axe might be good for you. It's a big glass axe.
I do like
but-
axes. I do have a Daedric one, but if it's got some kind of enchant on
Why
it's
walk
like
when you can ride?
Oh, no, it's a cast when you use fortify attack 10 points. Oh, for 60 seconds on self. So that's decent.
yeah. Or we could just add it to the collection at Caius Cosades'
Yeah. I've got a bunch of magic items from previous. I don't want to take this bunch of magic items from previous incarnations of myself. I just sell them to the nearest vendor for a third of what they're worth.
That does seem slightly disrespectful.
Yeah, it seems a little sussy.
Right, let's speak to Neminda, I believe her name was. And
Oh,
see-
boss lady. Yeah.
Yeah. See if we're
Yeah,
high
she's
enough
cool.
in rank to automatically ascend to Hortator. I highly doubt it because we've done like we've killed like a couple of mud crabs at this point, and maybe like rescued some guy, very famous guy.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
a very famous.
He was
guy,
very
which-
famous, so maybe that'll count.
Oh
as something.
fuck. Maybe that like counts as 2 for
Oh,
Neravarine
did you
purposes.
miss the rope bridge?
Yeah, I tried to get too fancy. I was
do you
jumping
think of
between
our
the
city,
the
Outlander?
tops of the ropes of all the various bridges and trying to get fancy with it. Didn't work out. And I'll be there in a second. You talk to her.
I've got a few minutes if you need something, friend.
I'm glad you have a few minutes because I need. Oh, we need to find a founder's helm. We haven't gotten that yet, but we're working on it.
Oh yeah.
But
We need to talk to
while
that
you're
guy.
waiting for that, can you name us Hortator?
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
This is basically like you're an average civil service employee, and one day you just come back into the office being
This-
like, "Yeah, I had a vision in the desert. Could you make me a 5-star general?"
This guard like just walked up to Nemenda and said, "What do you think of our city, Outlander?"
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Oh, now this guy's swapped in.
She's like, "Ugh, I get this shit all the time. I outrank you." We can't actually.
She comes over and it's like, "Hey, if this guy gets to be Hortator, I get to be Hortator first."
Oh, she's asking. Yeah, we can talk to her about Redoran councillors because I believe they're the ones we need to ask about
Okay. Yeah.
being nominated. She says the Redoran councillors are among the most distinguished and honourable Dunmer in Morrowind. Here, perhaps you'd like to review a recent edition of the Red Book of Great House Redoran. It lists the current Redoran councillors and their residences. All right. Let me have a read of it. I believe they're all under Old Scar, to be honest, but... the Red Book of House Redoran. Okay. Bolvin Manor in the Manor District. Robal Manor, Manor District. Manor District. Morvayan Manor in East Aldrune, okay. Manor District. Manor District. Okay,
It's
so
Manor District
everyone's in the Manor District.
Except one. Oh, the man district just is the crab.
Oh,
Okay.
the king is actually a Hlalu. Wait, King Hlalu Athin Lethan, High Counselor and Lord of Morrowind, imposes a favourable tariff on Flynn. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh yes, the king must be in the mainland because the Duke, Duke Vedam Dren, presides over.
I was going to say,
Vvardenfell.
I thought that the Duke in that place was the chief, but
Yeah, that's only over the province, not over the entirety of Morrowind. I think the mainland. I think the king is in Old Ebonheart, whereas this is New Ebonheart, or maybe the other way around. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, Old Ebonheart's in the mainland, and Ebonheart's on Vvardenfell. I think that's correct.
so why is this game called Morrowind and not Vvardenfell then?
I guess Morrowind's catchier, and also it's more like this is the first time in the series that you've gotten to go to Morrowind. I think,
Right.
like, since it's emphasizing the culture and the dark elves. Well, I propose we pause for about 10 minutes here, just so that number one I can check the recording, but number two also I have to make myself a bite to eat for dinner.
Yeah, that's right. I'll go make myself. a tea and some gamer food.
See you in
See
a
you
second.
see you in a bit.